All right, moving on, guys. Now we're gonna talk about the difference between choking and making a comeback, right? You will get it back someday. I believe, dude. I believe. I don't come back my opponents just choke. Yeah, I asked this on Twitter, right? I asked if, is there a difference between choking and making a comeback, right? Like if somebody clutches it out. Because a lot of people like to say, well, if you made a comeback, the other person choked, right? Well, no. Because in some cases, somebody could just outplay the shit out of you in the end. Yeah, choking can lead to death, which we're gonna see here. Somebody can outplay the shit out of you at the end of a round, right? What happens when you have VIP? You have no restrictions when it comes to chatting. You can basically talk like a mod, Chicken Sizzler. So anyways, some people were saying no, choke is like you had a chance of winning, but you fucked it up. You get outplayed at the end, it's just a great comeback. Some people agree, some people disagreed, right? Super Noon said himself, on paper, choking equal you're about to win, and then you lost somehow. He thinks people will go into technicalities, which is true. Choke is you lose because you fucked up a one-player thing. Ogi setup, combo drop. Clutch is two-player interactions, right? Yeah, so some people agree. Some people think you lost, a crazy lead and you choked, right? These are some prime examples of a choke, right? Kane had the game-winning combo, right? All he had to do was Vanish Dragon Rush to win here. Yo, my man. How do I say your name, dude? But yeah, so this is a choke, right? It is a clear choke. Kane had the game-winning combo. All he had to do was Vanish Dragon Rush here to win, right? Dropped it. Okay, Tachikawa still alive. Blocks the DP. Kills Gohan. Kills GT, right? Instead of winning 3-0, instead of Kane winning 3-0, peep what happens. Peep what happens. Peep what happens. The boy Tachikawa wins the set. This was a choke into getting tilted, right? I would imagine Kane was probably pretty tilted. And then Tachikawa, if I remember correctly, he goes to win the whole LCQ, right? Yeah, if I remember correctly, Tachikawa wins the LCQ, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, he wins the LCQ because of that one drop. So this is a huge choke. This is a prime example of a huge choke. Was Kane dropping the game-winning combo, and all led up to Tachikawa ended up winning the LCQ, right? Now, here's another godlike choke. This is one of my favorite of all time chokes in fighting games, right? This one was good, but behold, this shit is,
What am I fighting for?
all right. This is a good one. This was Evo winner moves on to top 8 winner's side, right? Jabril versus Kane Blue River, okay? Jabril is up 2-0 against Kane Blue River, all right? He's got a good, comfortable lead. Okay, he's chilling, right? He happy birthdays Kane round start. All he has to do is deal with the worst character in the game versus Zoni. Hagar is god awful. Hagar has no movement. This team is so good at keeping you out. So right now, all Jabril has, listen, look at me in my eyes. All Jabril has to do to win in this situation is Sugenmu, go for the mix, doesn't work, get the hell out of there, right? Safest thing he could do. Or just run like a coward in zone and he wins. Top 8, free. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. He goes in. He gets happy birthdayed. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. A worst case scenario, right? He choked. He did the worst possible option. And he was up 2-0 to advance winner side grand finals. Guess what happens? Guess what happens? Kane brings it back, right? It's 2-2 now. It's 2-2 now. Alright? There's still a chance, and then he gets happy birthday. right? And you only have Dante left. And for those of you that don't know this game, Dante sucks by himself, especially against a team like this. So this is another classic case of a monster choke, right? Another reverse 3-0 because someone choked. Hagar is the worst in the game when it comes to fighting zoning, in my opinion. I think there's nothing Hagar can do against zoning. Absolutely nothing. He's not the worst character in the game, but I think he's the worst character in the game versus zoning. Because even Shenko can gold armor and throw a gong out, which reflects projectiles. Hagar ain't got shit. He just gotta run at you. It's real slow. What capture card do I use? I use the Elgato one when I stream off my Switch, but right now this is just Streamlabs OBS off my computer. But yeah, so this is another clear example of a choke, right? And choking usually comes along with getting tilted. They're kind of hand in hand. Now, you're probably like, well, Mr. Streamer, have you ever choked? Well, no, I'm fucking godlike. I was what I wish I could say. So let's bring up an example of when I choked, right? We can't leave this out. It's me versus Justin Wong. I'm up 2-1. It's my team, my Zero, and my Dante versus his Akuma. This is like a 7-3, 8-2 matchup for Akuma, right? It's so fucking hard for him. It's next to impossible if I play it correctly, right? So I hit him, game-winning combo. My X Factor runs out. I drop the combo. Okay, what do you think is gonna happen? What do you think is gonna happen? Right? It's another clear example of a choke, dude. He grabbed me, he pulled up to me, and he took my underwear, dog. Ah, dude, this hurts to watch. Oh my god, what did I missed my hammer, by the way. Oh my god, and they killed me. Now, even though he popped off, by the way. You never pop off until you win, and I'm gonna show you why. Because I won the set anyway. All right, I choked, but it wasn't an everlasting choke. But that's not what we're getting at. But I just had to show. I had to show this. It was for me. I choked, but it wasn't an everlasting choke. It didn't tilt me. Exactly. I lost, but I didn't get tilted. You know, and when you choke and you get tilted, you've already lost at that point 9 out of 10 times. Okay, so it's very important to not get tilted at your fuck ups. It's very important to not get tilted at your own fuck ups, man. And this is why. This was a good example. I'm glad you said that, Luxia. I was gonna point that out, but I'm glad you were aware, because it's a huge thing when it comes to choking and your opponent making a comeback, right? It's you getting tilted after one game and then they sweep you. How do you stay positive? You just move on. The mistakes in the past, and you just focus on the next game. That's why they say take it one game at a time. Now here's one more example of a choke, right? Like, this is more of an input error choke, like an accidental one, right? This isn't dropping a combo. This isn't you missed your super, right? This is just like fat fingering by mistake, you know? So this is something I wouldn't really call a choke, but more so on the like a clear-cut mistake. Is the accidental key charge. How fucking back did this go? Yeah, from Sage. This one hurts. This one is an easy way to get tilted, right? He didn't choke necessarily. He accidentally just fat fingered key charge. Yeah, this is gonna be a video. So this isn't really, I wouldn't say you choking. This is just a clear-cut mistake, right? And then this is something that leads to you getting tilted, you know? This one's definitely painful to watch. When I saw this, dude, I was in shambles, because you know he did not mean a key charge. And remember, there was no limit break in this game, so it was a 2-hit game for both sides. So now instead of Sage getting 2 chances to play, he's at 1. Yo, my man bought the, yeah? I got you, homie. So I would imagine Sage was a little tilted, but he's still trying to keep it together, right? So he level 3's Goichi. And let's just say in a perfect universe, he didn't get level 3. He didn't key charge, right? And he did get the first hit on Goichi. Now the pressure would have fallen on Goichi first. But he ended up losing for it, right? Goichi got the free first hit. Probably tilted Sage a little bit. God damn, look at that back arch. So, this is a case of getting tilted, but I wouldn't really call it a choke, you know? And then this one. This is what is a combination of a comeback and a choke. Right? This is a comeback. Sometimes you could have both, you know? Sometimes you could have both instances in this game. Hold on, let me just get this out of the way. So, I don't know how many of you have seen this, but this is at, I would have to assume Evo again. This is Justin Wong versus Yipes, right? Yipes has such a fat lead here, right? Yes, Storm, Psylocke, and Magneto, all against little Cyclops. So, this is Justin outplaying Yipes, right? Like, Justin's taking the hardest reads. He's taking the biggest commitments that are paying off, right? Using DP into Super with Cyclops every time, right? Every time. Every time. He's just making the right call. The Wong factor, if you will. Yeah, right? Yipes gets Storm out. That's smart. Then mashes DP. Pays off. Oh my god. Oh my god. So this is Justin outplaying Yipes, right? He's taking these risks, they're paying off. Yipes doesn't expect him to do it again and again and again, right? But he keeps doing it again. So he's playing the mind games and he does it again. So this is the comeback part of the video. And then here comes the choke from Yipes. Right? This was smart, by the way. He baited Yipes. So this is the choke. If Yipes had supered here, he would have died, or Yipes could have just chipped him out, right? Next, anything. But I'm pretty sure he was dead here. But he missed the super. That's devastating. He missed the game-winning super. So this is a buff, a mixture of a choke and a comeback happening at the same time. Because Justin was outplaying him for the most part. Ugh. I wanted to show a case of both in a match, right? What about Ray Ray vs Fnatic? Ray Ray won the first 2 games and then lost the next 8. The exhibition? Are you talking about the exhibition? And then this is a clutch comeback. This is getting outplayed. I had to show this one because this one's a prime example, right? Like, come on, this was a prime example of a clean comeback. It just getting outplayed at the very end. Because you took a risk. You took a fat old risk, right? But the risk was smart. You didn't expect him to already have walked forward. This is definitely a definitive comeback, right? Like, in the heat of the moment, the pressure, everything that accumulated in that moment, you know, and he was able to clutch it out. Now, I couldn't have done this segment without this. It's probably the best comeback in Dragon Ball. One of them, anyway. You probably know which one I'm about to post. You probably saw it on the tab. This is just clear getting outplayed when you're winning. Not really. There's no choke to be had here. There isn't really a choke to have been had here from Leffen. It was just Goichi outplaying him. And it's crazy, right? That he played solid for that long. I honestly thought when this was happening he was gonna lose. I was watching from one of the setups. Don't talk, you're trying to hear, Yipes. Like, this super dash, there was nothing wrong with this super dash, right? It was just that Goichi reacted really well. And I don't think Leffen expected anyone to miss, right? Goichi just had the right answer for that moment in time. Is that Leffen the Smash? Yeah, it's the one and the same. But he's also the Tekken player and the Marvel player, dude.
Oh my gosh, do not tag ride this out. Leffen ride this out. Don't even guard cancel.
Oh my god, did Lariat wow. Did Lariat gel in this season? Did Lariat vanish gel? I don't remember it. Was this, what season was this? Yeah, what a good, right? It's just, there's not a choke to really be had. There's one thing that you could maybe argue was Leffen missing the coming 2H. Yeah, this is the lariat into Vanish Jail. Man, this was such a clutch comeback, right? Leffen played out of his mind, but Goichi just played better at the end. Jail to Vanish, yeah, right. Nice challenge. But my man is just an immovable object, an iron wall. Clutch tech. Like, come on, you watch this, guys, and you can't tell me Leffen choked anywhere. I guess you could argue that Leffen should have played lame when he had the lead. That's probably one thing you could argue. Ooh. That was actually a crazy interaction. The fact that clashed. I guess you could argue this, right, was a blunder. That the fact that Leffen did not 2H here, but you have to consider the fact that everything that's on the line, right? Tournament, clutch, he's making a comeback. Leffen is trying to stay composed, right, doing his best. Goichi's playing out of his mind. This was the last thing that Leffen expected, right? Nobody expected Goichi to vanish here. But, you know, even in the heat of the moment, you know, the best will make a mistake. And the fact that, what did he do? He had a button here, right? Oh, you're trying to maybe up back? I'm not sure, man, but... He's plus, bro. Don't hit anything. Yeah, he's plus, bro. Look at the pop-up. Look, clutch comeback, Goichi. Man, this is everybody in the audience, dude. I don't think he jabbed because it didn't say counter hit, right? Did it? No, it wasn't a counter hit. He might have held up back. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's a clear definition of a comeback, no choke. You know, comeback, not really a choke. Comeback and a choke. And then the rest of these are you know, chokes for the most part. This one's a little debatable, more so kind of getting tilted. But I still won my set. Just 2H, bro. Yeah, heat of the moment, dude. You're playing the best player in the world. Top, what, 48? About to send him to losers. I think I choked on him both games? Or was it just one game? Where did I choke? Yeah, I didn't think he was going to go in, and then I beamed. That was a choke. And I think I died the same way. I definitely choked against Goichi. I definitely choked against this man. Why you gotta bring up old shit, dude? Why you gotta bring this up, dog? What's the song here? Why you gotta bring this up, dude? Well, that's not even that, M-Bands, because I'm used to playing, you know, top players or whatever, right? You know, fucking the best of the best. That's not new territory. Sometimes you just choke. Sometimes you just choke. It happens. Like, what happens here? How do I lose here? Oh, I think he jumps under me and jabs me. Is it this game? What happens here? I don't remember. Oh, little did I know he was gonna hit. Oh, I could have killed. Yeah, I did choke in this round. I could have killed him here, but I did like the worst combo. I did the worst. I'm pretty sure I could have killed him here if I hit him to the ground, vanished. I'm pretty sure I could have vanished and then confirmed. Oh shit. And then confirmed. And then done a re-jump or whatever. And then killed him. But yeah, I choked here because I did not do the optimal combo. And I'm probably going to talk about being optimal. I've talked about being optimal, but I haven't talked about being optimal. This is fake, by the way. You don't have to respect that. What a clutch break. This asshole is so clutch, man. This asshole is so clutch. Oh! The key blast hit him. I didn't think that was gonna hit him or I would have vanished. What about this choke? Well, there's nothing there, Forrest. It's pencil thin. Yeah, this was a blunder. I couldn't believe it. I was like, ah. Goichi was like, oh shit. And I was like, damn it. I'm like, good games, Goichi. I was like, good games. Look how short my hair was. Yeah, you learn from your mistakes, right? But those are my thoughts on the difference between choking and your opponent making a comeback. Because a lot of people think that if you lose like a 3-1 lead or something, you choke, right? But that's not true. Sometimes your opponent just gets a Zenkai boost. You beat their ass, and then they're all of a sudden they just get it. They just understand on a different plane of existence, of mental thinking, what to do against you. Sometimes it just takes a while for the download to happen. Yeah, exactly. Learning, right? What's that? So I mean, those are just two things that I want to talk about, because it happened. It's just how the way fighting games are. Anything in general, you know. You just panic and you need to calm yourself down. I mean, it's definitely a skill and Vince that people have worked on for years, right?